it's Victoria, and I feel like I haven't posted in a couple weeks. But anyway, today I'm going to be reviewing YouTuber books. And this isn't like a Shane Dawson type video where he reads it for the first time and kind of just like makes fun of it or reviews it or whatever he does. I've actually read these books and I just want to sit here and tell you why they're awesome or why they suck. So today we are going to be reviewing Tyler Oakley's Binge, This Book Loves You by PewDiePie, A Work in Progress by Connor Franta, and The Art of Pretending to be a Grown-Up by Grace Helbig. So first we're going to start off with Binge by Tyler Oakley. And one thing I really love about this book is how real it is. I feel like when he was writing this book, he was very unfiltered and he didn't really care, and he kind of just wrote what he wanted to write. It was also very funny. It's basically just, if you haven't read the book, it's a compilation of a bunch of different short stories from him, and it just kind of shows that he's a real person, you know, he's gone through life as a regular person just like you and me. And another thing I also realized was he talked a lot about working in fast food when he used to work in fast food restaurants, and you know, when he had his first shitty car that was an Oldsmobile. And my first job, I'm working at a fast food place and I drove an Oldsmobile as my first car. And I feel like, kind of not directly but more indirectly, he's kind of teaching the younger audience that he has that everybody goes through life and everybody starts at the bottom, and I know everybody knows that and that's kind of like a basic thing, but I feel like reading this, it really kind of hits you that that's how life is. Did that make sense? I don't know. So the next book we have is PewDiePie's This Book Loves You. Now, I'm very confused about this book. I mean, there's a lot of ducks in it. I mean, I guess is PewDiePie like a duck? I'm not like in his fandom or anything, but like, I'm not sure what this means. There's literally like ducks everywhere in this book. And there's like a couple collages of like his fans with like signs that say the duck is coming. And I think it was Shane Dawson on this. I think he is like the leader of a duck cult or something. I'm very confused. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not in his fandom, so I wouldn't know anything about this, but so like basically this entire book is a bunch of quotes that start off kind of inspirational and then just go into very insulting comments. I mean, like, some people are probably very offended by this book. It doesn't really bother me. I don't know why I spent money on it, but I do like the texture though. It's very soft. I give this book probably I would say a 5 out of 10. Next we're gonna move on to Grace's Guide, The Art of Pretending to be a Grown-Up. Now, I absolutely love this book and I have her second book here and I can't wait to read it. First of all, this book is very helpful. It is very funny, but it also, she gives really great advice in it. Like, the chapters include stuff like how to ask someone out, or how to go on a date, or how to do the walk of shame, make adult friends, how to hang out by yourself, and just like a bunch of things that you wouldn't know regularly. What am I saying? Very helpful. And each chapter consists like a list of tips for each of the subjects, and some of these tips are actually going to come in handy, and I've actually started using a lot of them in my daily life. And kind of like Tyler's, it kind of shows that everybody starts from the bottom, because she does tell a lot of stories from her past and how she became who she is today, I guess, and how she went through college and everything like that. Another thing she made me realize in this book is I'm only 18, almost basically 19 years old, and I still have so much to live for. Like, I'm so young and there's so much I'm going to be able to do in my 20s that I'm going to be able to look back at and maybe write stories about. And also, this book has taught me the great importance of deodorant. All in all, I give this book a 10 out of 10. It's very funny, very hilarious, I had some laughs, and it taught me a lot. So if you're my age, 18, 19, 20, 21 years old, pick up this book because you can learn a lot from it. And finally, A Work in Progress by Connor Franta. I could probably talk about this book for so long, so I have to keep it short. This is actually the first YouTuber book I actually ever read, and not only is it beautiful looking, it is beautifully written. He's a really good writer. There's some incredible eye-openers. There's things that he says in his book, and I read this and I'm like, how does someone think of that? Like, how does someone's mind work like that? Like, it's so incredible. It is very inspiring, like Tyler and Grace's, I guess. It's, you know, he does kind of teach you a lot of things, not like directly teaching you, but he'll say things, and there's things that I've learned a lot from reading this book. And not only did it impact me a lot, it made me realize how incredibly talented, creative, and smart he is. He's just such a great person. I don't get it. 11 out of 10 for this book. I'm gonna shut up about it because I did spend like 5 minutes in another video like a long time ago talking about it. Also, another thing, I have 2 copies of it. One's the hardcover and one's the regular softcover. And on this one, I actually like marked all like the different lines he uses and all like the different paragraphs, and they're all color coded. I did this a while ago. I don't remember what the colors were for, but anytime I need to look for like a quote by him or something that I look back and I'm like, oh yeah, I learned that from Connor's book, I always like go and look for the tabs and try to find out where it was. So I actually did that, and I've kind of learned that. But yeah, that's it for this week's video. If you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, if you want to follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Snapchat, Instagram, all my links will be in the description below. And yeah, see you next I don't know when I'm gonna post this. See you next time.